Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host Mary Ellen. This is technically an episode of Craft with Me, but it is closely related to watercoloring and Watercolor Wednesday. So let me catch you up. We're making things today, we think. Don't worry about the cookies yet. Let's start here where the story begins. The story begins with watercoloring with Andrea Nelson art and me wanting to, I had this watercolor book. It was started in 2016. I stopped in 2019, which is up to here, I think. Yeah, 2019. Ooh, I did one, 2022. Yay for me. And then I didn't do anything and I thought, okay, we're done with this book. Andrea this year is doing sort of paint with me in the practice book, and I needed a practice book, and I thought, oh, this is gonna be a perfect practice book. And the practice is going well, and I have finished the book. So I need another watercolor book. Yes, technically, I could go out and buy a book. Why do that when you can make it yourself? So I wanted to make another watercolor book. So, with me so far? Okay, get that out of the way. I'm gonna make a thunk. There we are, neatly on the floor. Get rid of this and that, I think. Okay, so I have, this is Canson watercolor paper. 300 grams, 140 pounds. It is 9 inches by 12 or 23 centimeters by 30 and a half, 20% bonus sheets, like woo, cold press. And so I have a bunch of watercolor pads that I would call aspirational. I buy them from time to time because it's like, ooh, well, that's on sale. Yeah, it is. Do you watercolor? No, but it's on sale and I would like to watercolor, and I will not watercolor unless I have watercolor paper. So this is the first step. So, couple of these. I took one out of my studio, which happens to be this one. And I have done the following. I have basically folded a page in half, done that, done that, done that, and done that, and I've done it 24 times. And I have 12 signatures of 2 sheets each, and I have that whole stack now in the book press, sort of easing itself out. So in the meantime, I need to make a cover for the book. I needed to not put this on the floor. I need it again. Oops. So I like this binding a lot for a bunch of different reasons, not the least of which is this will lie flat. And that is as a result of the binding. The binding is a very specific kind of method that we're not going to worry about yet, but we will worry about it. The next thing I need to think about is the cover, and putting a cover on the journal. But this, get rid of this for a minute. It's a little bit of a catch me up. So this is not the same size, clearly. And so I needed to get a book cover size that was this. On the back of this pad was this. Sort of see how it fit, and I just took it, cut it in two, because I can use it. I don't need any extra space, because if I get a book like that, we're going to be fine. So next item on the agenda is to cover it. Yeah, I'm still trying to think about the best way to present this. So yes, to cover it. And I thought, oh, well, I can just use something like, you know, scraps, you know, bits and pieces and blah, 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 and it's not going to be a big deal. And then I got a grip. And then I said to myself, why are you using non-pretty paper when you have so much pretty paper? And this is a special book. So, my local art store, which is Deserres, Deserres, based in Montreal, sells large sheets of fancy paper. And from time to time, they do like a clear out, and they put paper on clearance. This says liquidation. I got this for $2. It is 50 by 70 golden flower green. This seems to be something suitable. So let's have an open. I have 2 of these. So if we make mistakes, we'll be fine. But we're not going to use this straight yet. But I was super proud of myself for being able to figure out. I was like, oh wait, I have pretty paper. So I don't know if you can see. See the paper? It's so pretty. So I would like to cover whoops, crash bang, these bits with this paper. So that is technically where we are going today. But first, cookie box, piece of paper. And cookie box is just so that you have something that you can see, and a piece of paper is just so that we have something to play with that isn't the actual real deal. Way back in the mists of time, I saw a diagram, and I think I probably used it. Let me go this way. Yeah. That was a way of turning a corner when the board that you wanted to cover has got thickness. And so this, I'm going to say, is probably 1/8 of an inch. I think it's sort of a standard book size. We do not have calipers. 16th. Yes, so it's 1/16 of an inch. Let's give you in centimeters, because some of you may be in the UK or other places where there is some other kinds of measurements. Probably 2 millimeters. So you can turn the corner in a very, let's call it a refined way. I don't want to sound anything but interested, maybe. Like I'm not trying to slag any book coverers off. That's what I'm trying to say. So we know that that's the corner, right? That's where we've got a corner over. If I cut the paper right at the corner, I am going to have a bare spot here where the 2 pieces of paper come up. I do not want bare spot. I saw a method whereby I think they do this first. Okay, so we need to do that. There. So that's going to be the first extension. And if I do this, that's where the fold over is going to be. And I'm doing this with this box so that I have an exaggerated view of what I'm doing. If I am doing it with very, very fine measurements, I can't see what's happening. So this is the back. This is the side. This is going to be the top. Okay. So we're going to do that. This is going to be the side. Okay, and so I want this piece here that I'm going to just outline in green. Is important. Let's call this the finesse strip. And then this is going to be the top. And we can do one of two things. We can cut it straight like that, put an angle, or we can give ourselves a little bit of fold over space. But for now, let's just do this straight. So the 45-degree angle is going to allow basically the corners to come together. So what do I want to cut out? I want to cut out get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of that. Okay. And I need to cut down there. That's probably an easier way to talk about the cutting. Yes, I do. Okay. You see where we're going, Jelly Bean? In my head, this works. Okay, there we are. So let's recap. So we have a back, we have two sides, we have a finesse strip, and we have the top. So let's just be super fancy. So this is going to fold. That's going to fold. I'm sure there's origami symbols that allow you to sort of see what the fold is. There. Okay. So we should be good. Do some final folds, and then let's try it out. Well, it's going to go like that. Well, it's going to go like that. It's going to go like that. It's going to go like that. And now it's going to go like that. Okay, so again, we have the back, and then the finesse strip This one needs to go up first. And so that finesse strip, let me see if I can hold it up for you, allows the corner to be covered. So we do back. We do the finesse strip side up. I know it's a little long. Fine, whatever. There. And then we put this side up. Oh, that is so pretty. That is spectacular. That's what I want to achieve. And then, if we wanted to, when we would have the book binding, the next phase of this is going to be gluing that all down, but then gluing like that. And then you have a beautiful edge. Okay, so now we've done it in big scale to sort of understand what it is that we're doing. We've got our template. Now we have to do it for these. Okay, and because I am, where's my book? See, the last time I did this, I basically just used, apparently I have a lot of cookies. I just used this and I didn't even bother with the covering. Did I? I don't think I did. And I just used a very, very strong carpet tape because that's how sophisticated I was in 2016, which is pretty sophisticated. I mean, I was doing bare bindings without really having any clue what I was doing. Generally has not changed. So, what do I need to do? I need to get, so this is going to go this way. This has got an up and downy to it. Can I do that stacked? I could. Okay. Sure. Let's I just don't like that. Okay, so we need to make a mark, something. Wow. There, stay. I don't know, just pick a spot. There, done. Sometimes the breaking down of things is the hardest part. Does it have to be perfect? Does it have to be on a register? Maybe, I don't know, let me think. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to make sure that line is straight. More or less good, good enough. There, and we're gonna do this. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Offsies pops. There we are. Look at all the stuff I have left. Oh, I'm so proud of myself for using something. I have a ton left. Look at me all worried. Look at me all worried. I do hope that fits. There. And we are going to use The most underappreciated piece of equipment in all of junk journaling, the letter opener. Okay, so I've got 2 bits now. Okay, now what? I think I need to glue. I should glue first, shouldn't I? That's not smooth. What happens if I do that? Can I feel it? I can. So something crooked is going to make me not happy. So what I need is set it up again. Kind of about there. This thing crooked on its own. Come on. Well, I've got 2 panels to choose from anyway, so the lesser crooked of the 2 will be the front cover. So there's that. And I want to do that so that when I glue this on, I have a fighting chance of being able to get that kind of straight. Okay, we need to do the same thing with the other one. I suppose I can get rid of the cookies. Get rid of this for a minute. Here we are. Yeah, sort of there. All right. There. There. Okay. Yep, we're gonna do that. Where's the line? Here's the line. Okay. Now then. I can use this glue, or I can use this glue, or some other glue yet to be named. So I'm not making a leather-bound journal. I'm making a paper-bound journal. So I'm going to use this glue stick because it might give me a little bit more freedom when I start plunking this down. And I don't want to use that one first. I want to do the other one first. There. Nope. This is the top. I want this to be facing that way. Yep. Yep. Alrighty. Look at that. 24 minutes in, we're already gluing. Let's see how this works. It should work okay, except it will gobble up a lot of glue. Okay, there we are. Good job. Where's the edge? There's the edge. Oops. Put it down a bit. Here. Okay. Okay. Practically done. Okay, good job. Next one up, this one, which is going to glue this way, which is fine. Also works. Each side, doesn't matter. Let's lay down a pile of glue. Oops. Ooh, I can hear the edge of the glue. Oops, come on. Okay. It's going to be good enough. Nope, I want some more on this side here. Whoops. Okay. We are good to go. Nuts. Ooh, she wants to warp. As does that one. Which makes me think that I should have used the acetone one, because the acetone isn't full of water. Is that what that is? Okay. Now then. Here, pick that up. Do that. Now then, what do I want to do? So this is kind of skinny. So this is the template. So we need a side to go up, a side to go up, and the finesse strip. So the finesse strip starts here and goes out. And I need it to be a 1/16 of an inch. Yes. And I think I need a better pencil. And by better, I mean a sharper, finer. Oh, I am reminded of our family motto, anything worth doing is worth overdoing. We are right in the thick of it. So that's going to go that way. Ooh, okay. That's going to go that way. Yep. I'm going to do all of these measures at the same time so I don't completely lose the plot. Yes. So one of the things that I will do off camera, and then I'll do another catch you up, is I need to get the signatures prepped. I'll tell you what I've done, and then we will do the sewing. Okay, so far so good. I need to measure a 1/16 of an inch that way. Which is a distance. I'll do this again. So it's a short one, okay. Oops, sorry. So it is very tiny. Yep. So this is where's my template? Template reminder that I now have, if we're looking here, I have, this is now the green stuff, and it is outside of this where I need to do that. So I am measuring here 1/16 on that side, if that makes any sense at all. It kind of does to me, but because something makes sense to me is no reliable indication that it makes sense to anybody else. There. And I'm making the marks so that we can then do the ruling. I feel like these need to go in the book press as well. This is going to be a dodgy corner, but that'd be fine. We'll fix it in post. There. Okay, so I'm now going to measure the line of the finesse strip. Under the banner of measure once, cut twice. Or measure twice, cut once. That is correct. All right, alrighty. There. I am sure there is a technical term. Some professional bookbinder is out there yelling at me saying, no, you call it a thingy what's it. I know we call it a thingy what's it, but I don't know what that thingy what's it means. Okay. Skosh in. There. There. Okay, we're doing fine. Swap them out for the other two. Yes, these are all warpy. There. And one more. Straight edges are one of man's greatest inventions. feel like I'm doing this on an 1/8 of an inch, not a 1/16 of an inch. And we're gonna have tears when I do this, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, and I've got to do the same thing on the edges. Or do I? Maybe I just need to fold it. Well, there's your problem. Okay, well, everybody's got to come up. Did I do the measurement right or not? Oh, I did. Bang on. Look at me. Smarter than I look. So I've completely gone off-piste, but I need to, what am I doing? I am folding this line and this line. So I am sort of doing that so that I can get some easily made marks that I don't have to worry about when I do the corners. I can just more freely cut. There, and then one more. Have I done that one? I've done that one. Okay. So let's use this one. Now then, what's my direction? So I need to be off the fold, cut the finesse strip, and then do an angle. Ah! That was revelation. I wonder if I can do that. I need this 45-degree angle. So there's little bits that you can buy if you're oh, I hate this part. 45 degrees goes that way. But you need it off the edge by a bit. All right. Stand by, currently experiencing technical difficulties. So I saw on the internet that you can buy little thingies, technical term, a little thingy, and it will allow you to create these sort of angles and folds. Does that make sense? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'm so really eyeballing this, it's ridiculous. In some kind of weird way. It's so much easier covering or angling a cookie box because you've got more distance to work with. Okay, so I'm gonna just do one first. So then, what do we do here? This is this side. Finesse strip, angles, okay? A lot of thinking happening there. So that's a lot of space. I feel like I should do that one again. Thought occurs, this is what it looks like to honor yourself as an artist. You're going to go to all of this extra trouble just so you have a nice book to work in. Yes, why shouldn't I? There, that'll be a little better. Okay. So I'm going to do all the gluing of this one first. So step one, got to glue those. Okay. We're going to use the high-test stuff. Oh. We've immediately got ourselves all gluey. Okay, so that's going to go up like that, and that's going to fold down like that. And I made these way too big. I needed to make them thinner, which is fine. We are here for the adventure, not for the perfection. Okay, and I'm going to just do that. So that seems to be like a good idea. There, okay. Ooh! There, okay, that's good. And then this, all I want is that little edge. Okay, so you're not happy? Exactly. All right, we're okay. So these are not thin enough. They are too chunky. But I am not going to go back. I think one of the things that we forget as makers is, oh, what did Adam say? So Adam Savage is one of my idols. He is just fabulous. And he said something in a video recently. And, I know what it is. No, I don't. I wrote it down. Mistakes are intrinsic to the creative process. And I totally get that. I understand that. Sometimes the mistakes are small, sometimes they are big, but you need to make the mistakes. And the only way you get to make mistakes, and I mean get to make them, you get the privilege and opportunity, is to keep making, to keep doing the thing, to not quit. I swear half of art is a mental outlook. But you need to keep like I say, what is it? Malcolm Gladwell says like the 10,000 hours. It's like logging the hours is the privilege. That's where the success happens. Okay, and technically speaking, I should be able to flip over and then flip over and it does fit. So this is Golly Wampus, which is totally fine because I'm going to be covering that with a sheet. So we're just going to glue her down as is. So this little overlap isn't a problem, really. Much less of one than I'm making it out to be anyways. Look at those corners. My pride and joy. Show my watercolor book to anybody. It's like, yeah, don't worry about the watercolors. Just look at these corners. Aren't these corners awesome? Oh dear. Okay, that's gonna be enough glue. I've been thinking about, so I've been working, I think, you know, I've been working on, maybe you don't, I don't know. My videos are all out of order and upside down. That's beautiful. That makes me so happy. And I'm kind of straight even. Yes. What was I saying? I wish you were here so that you could remind me what I was saying. Oh, my art book. Yeah. Those are the kinds of quotes I need to put in my art book. I found another one today. Do I remember what it says? I do not. Thank you for asking, though. But I thought, ooh, that would be really useful to put in an art book, an art journal. I think it had to do with travel. Oh, I know. So there's a lady on the internet who does really pretty travel journals, handmade, and then she goes traveling and then she fills up the journal, which is like spectacular. And she said one of the best parts of travel is to keep a journal. Oops, that's a little small. And I could not agree more. Oops, there we are. Okay, are we better? We're better. We can put that away. That away. We don't need that. We do need that. We don't need that, maybe. So we are now in the snippy gluey stage. So because I know that this needs to be a little bit narrower, I can cut inside the lines. Be fine. Possibly misplaced confidence, I'm not sure. on. Okay, don't tear it. There. Okay. Last one. These are cut much thinner. There might be an easier way. I think I've said this already. There might be an easier way to do this. I'm going to have to think about it. Or at least a less cutty, trimmy, fussy way of being able to turn that corner. Oh dear. Come on, you got to go back there. That's it. There. And you. Okay. Next. Come on. That's so skinny. It's fine. It'll be covered. We're good. That. That one is good. That one is not perfect. That's quite all right. Ooh. I know. Sometimes I have difficulty taking my own advice. Oh, I didn't fold this one, did I? Or did I? I'm not sure. Well, I can't remember. Yep, that side worked. Just that one edge there. Look at that. they're almost like kind of, that is not bad. That is not awful. Does that look better? No, this one looks better. It's fine. But take-home message here is I now have covers for the book that is pressing that I need to do some more prep on, and we will be able to show you the next phase of sewing in, and I'll do that with you. Yeah, I am happy with that. In the extreme. Oh, I couldn't have a pretty book. Such a pretty book. I'm gonna have to pick because the back is naked, I'm gonna have to pick a nice green or a gold thread. It's gonna be super posh. I'm not gonna want to work in it, but then I'll work in it. Anyways, that is all for now. Hope you enjoyed. That's all for now. Please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Always love you lots, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.